Hi there guys and girls, we're going to be talking about the black saddle goatfish today. So that's Peripineus fraticulus. The goatfish are quite easily identifiable. They all look very similar, long kind of elongatish type of fish with a mouth that kind of hangs down a little bit. So they're almost it's a very difficult one to describe actually, but when you see them you'll know what we're talking about. Overall sort of a pinky reddy color. And the big difference between the Indian goatfish and the black saddle goatfish is the saddle actually, just before you got the tail and then the rest of the body this way, they got a black mark. It actually sits saddled over that pre-tail section, if you want to call it that. It's called the pre-caudal area anyway. So that's the saddle that sits there, that's why it's a black saddle goatfish. Now, in terms of locality, South Africa, you're looking Mossel Bay, down far Mossel Bay all the way north. And yeah, you find them pretty much anywhere all the way from, not really in the estuaries, you're going to find them in the shore zone down to about 80 meters or so. So your near shore area. Now, the main thing about the goatfish is that they've got these little tassels that sit underneath their chin. Now, almost like little dreadlock beard sections there. Now, what they use this for, they use the tassels in the use the tassels in the sand itself, and they actually feel for all the little organisms. So they go through grazing and sort of they dip the tassels in. They're very, very sensitive, got a lot of nerve endings in them, and they work their way through the sand like that and fiddle through until they feel something, and then they can suck it in. So they're going to be feeding on anything that's in the sand, little shrimps, prawns, that kind of thing. A lot of your crustaceans and any other, maybe even little mussels and stuff in there. So they're going to not filter through the sand, but fiddle through it and then actually be able to find the prey and know where to dig. They've also done some research on them and they actually use the tassels in their courtship. So pre-mating rituals and things like that, they're going to use that for display or like fiddling along the female. It sounds a bit dirty, but take it seriously. And just use them in that kind of sense. Now, in terms of actually catching them, they're quite a tricky species to actually specifically target unless you know where the school is and you can actually go for that. But they're a lot of fun on your light tackle. They eat pretty much any bait, so we say they're almost scavenger type setup, but they'll take anything from prawn, sardine, chocker, any of that. They're not the hardest of fighting fish, but they do grow up to about 45 centimeters thereabouts. So, I mean, it's a decent fish. You're going to put up quite a good fight. They got fairly small mouths, so use a slightly smaller 1.0 sort of max. And any of your light tackle is going to work for them. Your lighter spinning stuff on the boats or just behind the surf zone, if you can get to those further banks where the sand is churning a little bit. But yeah, as we say, it's quite a tricky fish to target specifically. It's more of a bycatch species, but they are excellent eating fish. Their meat is phenomenal, a lot of flavor in it, nice firm texture. So as a fish to keep, they are really worth keeping for eating purposes, but you really don't need more than one. So yeah, they put up a good fight on the light tackle. Heavy stuff, it's kind of pointless. Very good eating meat, pinkish color, tassels that work in the sand. Yeah, black saddle goatfish. A hard one to get confused with other species other than the Indian goatfish, which only has the dot, not the whole saddle itself. So yeah, nice species, interesting one for the playlist and the species list to put on, and a lot of fun to target if you can get them. Cheers guys.